What's going on YouTube? Scott here. Going to give you another video content on how to level your yard. I'm no professional. I'm just, a DIYer just like all you out there, experiencing how I level my yard and how it worked for me. As you can see here, I had 30,000 pounds of sand delivered yesterday. After seeing this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need 60 or 90,000 more pounds of sand to get what I need to get done, but that won't be done this year. So I have St. Augustine grass, and you want to do this late June, middle June to maybe early August when it's nice and hot and it's growing pretty quickly. You want to cut your grass as low as possible when you do this. Maybe hard to see, but right around there is a low spot. Right here is a high spot. I'm gonna go ahead and dump sand all around the whole yard. I made me a rake that I'm gonna drag behind my lawnmower, work all the sand into the low spots and inside the grass. So I wanted to use this thing called a top dresser. It's motorized. It holds a lot of compost, sand, whatever. It's only 12 cubic feet, but I could not find one in this area that anybody that rent or anything like that. So I ended up getting a pull behind seed spreader, and that didn't work out well at all. The sand's too wet, it's compact. I mean, made many different things. Little auger to bring it up to swish the sand around. That didn't work. So now I'm just gonna fill the bucket up, drag around the yard, dump it. Hopefully next year or something I can find a better way and update you later on how it's going. My goal is to keep this realistic as possible so that the average Joe, average person can do this. My neighbor does have a tractor and I can use that and dump it all around, but that's not too realistic. I am gonna use it to scoop up and then dump it into the seeder just to give me a hand, and because I'd run out of time and need a little bit of help. I went and dumped a few loads throughout the yard. This is just the beginning, and when I was driving around and I realized you could feel low spots, I just grabbed one of these stakes. So I feel a low spot, I go and just toss where that area so I'd know where I could dump another load of sand. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to rake out these piles. I made this rake out of my leftover racks from my DIY solar panel system. So if you'd like to learn or see anything about that, click on the link up there. Go check out one of my DIY solar panel installations. I have 3 of them out there. Just made a square, rails here, then put some weight on it. So let's see how it goes. I went and laid down a bunch more piles, and this time I raked it out and then ran over the rake, which made it a lot easier. But I think I still need to go back after using the rake, pushing the piles out, hitting with the toe behind rake. I'm gonna hit it with this, even them out. And this, you can tell, this is a major low spot. So this can probably be pure sand right here. But I'm gonna go ahead, rake out everything again, push it out, and then I'm gonna hit it with the pull behind rake and do a couple more loads. Well, I'm on the side yard now, and I wanted to try something new as far as dump the sand, spread the sand out, and then let it try to dry out, and then rake over top of it. But I got rain coming, so I'm gonna go ahead and spread this out. I've done pretty good on that 30,000 pounds right there, and just within 4 or 5 hours. So hopefully I can finish today. Hopefully just rains for a few minutes and I can go ahead and finish. I have moved on to the backyard. So before I wanted to put the sand down, I had a raised garden that we had previous right over there, and then some dirt behind there I had saved up, compost, and I wanted to get rid of that. So I had to bring the dump trailer back there, and I probably had 2 loads and about 8,000 pounds each. And unfortunately, the night before we had rain, so now I know we can get some ruts. So the sand's gonna go in there, and yeah, this 30,000 pounds is not gonna last that long. Let's get started. So I forgot to mention yesterday, I talked about the rut. So it's probably kind of hard to tell. See, down here's a little low, down here's a little low, right here's low. I know I'm not gonna have enough sand on this go around to especially make the backyard how I want it, but hopefully I have enough to get rid of the ruts that I put in there. And also I did run power to this shed a couple years ago, and then even the well I put in many years ago, that is still settling. So today I'm gonna hopefully get all the sand dumped, and then I'm gonna spread it out. It's 90 degrees today, 90 degrees tomorrow, no chance of rain. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump the sand and spread it by hand. We're looking to see how that works when the sand is dry with the pull behind rake. So yesterday I went and dumped all the piles throughout the yard, and then raked it out, real quick. Today is hot and sunny, so we dried out the sand. Now I'm gonna see how the rake behind the tractor does even everything out when the sand is dry. So let's see how it works. So I've gone and worked the sand down into the grass. As you can see now, where the ruts are really pronounced, because that's where all the sand's packed down, and down here's where the patio is. That's gonna take a while to come back, but you can see a lot of the low spots here. It's still pretty low, so I still got quite a bit of work to do. I don't know if I'm gonna have time rest of this year. So I hope you enjoyed that video and the time lapse of me doing the yard leveling manual way. I know it's been a few months. It's late into fall, early winter. My grass has gone dormant, but as you can see, pretty much everything is, all the St. Augustine has come back and covered up everything. And I got the trampoline moved back there. So there's still a lot of low spots where the garden was. There's still low spots from the power and everything, and the well that I got put in. So next year, tune back in. I'm gonna do my best to find a top dresser and do it that way. Catch you in the next one.